When's he hosting?
Yeah. 2 seconds. Let's see if we're live. Should be live?
Yep.
Yeah, we are. Alright. Good evening, or good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 16 of the PS4 Global Series. Regular commentator, sorry. I'll just turn the volume down, getting mad echo. My name is Matt, I'm joined by Kevin Texas once again. How are you tonight, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
That's the way. 16 driver field tonight. A couple of notable absentees. No Red Bull drivers tonight. So Aussie Suspect and Ken are having this round off. So hopefully those boys will be back for the next round. Also, who else was missing?
Trying to look through the teams. One of the Haas's isn't there, and the other McLaren. McLaren was... I can't remember what his name is.
The Apprentice is missing for Renault.
Yep.
Alex has just joined. He was already in. That's all good. We've lost WMJ. Unfortunately, he's reached the penalty point threshold of 12, so he will no longer be racing the rest of the season. Just get some data and whatnot up. Welcome to the stream, guys, as well. Of course, we have crowned our champion in this series already, which is ACW. But the fight for second still alive for now. So we'll have to see how that goes as Dan puts the first time on the board on soft tyre, and it's a 132.2. Tango just behind him on hards. ACW on hards takes provisional pole with a 32.2 as well. So most of the guys out there on hards. Lunacy a 33.2. A couple of guys out on softs early doors. Guys on hards are probably looking to qualify on the mediums, although we have got a medium lap set already by W Carbon 32.3. So we're going to have a mix of compounds on the grid for this one, I think. Jed.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. You'll see the some
Insulator
of the drivers.
second. Very close at the top. 32. 201, 230, 285, 337. So we've got 3 tyre compounds in those as well. But yeah. Can anyone that is going to take a gamble on the soft snatch a pole position here and maybe get lucky with an early safety car? That would be good for them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Obviously, if you do go that early, those softs, they don't last quite... Oh, God, that's a big crash there for Camos coming into the pit lane.
Oh, I just tried to join him. I just missed it, unfortunately. We're trying to find someone on a lap at the moment. Alex might be about to start one. No, he's invalidated. Oof, James Cruz out there.
Not sure if Breno's on a second lap here. He's only just down his time. I think he is on a lap.
Toto's into the pits, so he must have... I'm not quite sure why. I haven't had time. Come off in the pits, Express in the pits, Rico's in the pits. James Cruz, he's about to start a lap. So on the hard tyres, see how Jimmy James goes into turn 1. A little bit of a puff of smoke there. Runs wide, that's going to be an invalidation. So we pick up another driver.
Alex in front of him is on
Alex
as well.
On softs.
Fastest first sector by the looks of it.
Very nice.
25-1.
Long Mistral straight comes up to the chicane of the same name. Doesn't opt to use the Esports line, braking on the curb. Can make it a bit easier to lock up into the corner, but on fresh rubber it's usually not too bad. Fastest second sector as well. That's what the map is telling us at least. And we're into the tricky third sector. A lot of time to be won and lost in this last sector.
Pretty smooth lap so far
I
by the
was
looks
just
of
about
it.
to say the same thing. It looks like he's very much in control. He's not,
Yeah,
as
it's not
Dan puts
overly
in
pushing
another,
it, but
no, very
21.9.
control. Let's see if it's going to be quicker than that time Dan just set. Comes up to the line now. He does
Very
go
good
past.
lap.
It's 31.2, if you don't mind. So,
Was
provisional
on the
pole for
softs,
Alex.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Very. That was. Yeah.
it didn't look
It didn't look
like it was
super
pushing
fast, but
hard,
yeah,
so
exactly. He seemed like very in control and very
very
smooth, like you
smooth.
said, which is a sign of a good setup, must be said. Smeg swapped his Ferrari for a Mercedes this week, the reserve driver. He might actually get a permanent seat with Jay moving out of the series. Although
Yeah,
that's gone to Tango this week.
yeah,
So
that's
let's just
true.
see.
Tango might pick up that seat as well.
He might. You think he's been a reserve a little bit longer than the Smeg. This being Smeg's second race.
Got anyone
Out
that's on
on
a
Alex.
lap? No. What's Lunacy doing here? Surely he's coming in the pits. I think we're just getting Smeg crossing obviously now, so
Might check the chat.
34-0.
If we've got any predictions in the chat, guys, thanks for joining. Banana Cake, Toddy, Ryan, Kane, Cool, and that's it so far. There's comment.
Alex with DNF according to Banana, so
Well,
nice faith.
he's on pole position at the moment. Kane says surely Brenner or Alex to win.
Ooh, big tank slapper for James there.
Brenner has won a race this season, so that wouldn't be a huge surprise. He's shown good pace, but Alex definitely would be a surprise, I think. I think it's fair to say, but
Who won last week?
ACW won last week. Why?
Oh, we're at Russia.
35
right.
seconds with penalties. The Smeg has invalidated this lap, so we might go and see. Toto's on a lap on the soft tyre. Banana Cake says, oh yeah, mediums, apologies. Banana Cake says ACW to get his 13th win. I think there's a running joke with some positional pronunciation. Someone's cracking jokes. Anyway.
I saw it earlier. Breno posted that he was, I think he said he was coming 22nd.
Yeah, that's what started it. Anyway, let's hope that that doesn't continue. But anyway, Toto's derating here. He's got no ERS running up to the line.
33-1.
33-1. Camos on soft tyres, just starting a lap. We'll follow the Ferrari, see how he gets on.
BK's just finishing his as well on the mediums here, but he's derating.
31.8
though on the mediums. That's a good lap.
Yes, very nice. Just over halfway through the 16-minute qualifying session. We can keep the language to a minimum in the chat, thank you, Kane. Ryan says ACW to win, Racer X second and Tango third. That's very, very left field predictions. Racer, of course, he did show good pace last week, curving until it's just a bit error prone.
Racer, he's had I think his first race was in Bahrain there, and we did see that he had pace up against ACW for that race. So, that's another tank suffer for James there. But obviously someone's got to throw the spanner out there and James is around in the first sector. But yeah, surely we'll see someone that's going to step it up here. Oh, unfortunately, Debbie Carbon has just had to avoid James as well there. And he's on a good lap as well, and he's had to pull out, so he won't be happy with that.
Camos jumps up, just did a 32-1. It's good enough to 5th position at the moment, albeit on the soft tyres. So that just leaves Expert still in the pits at this stage, yet to get out on track, I believe. So he's the only driver who gets said time. Currently second in the championship, I believe. A couple of drives coming into the pits there, so this is the phase where drivers are kind of getting themselves back into the pits to do their final runs. Insulator, debut carbon, and both
Alex is on
invalidated their
another lap
laps.
here.
Lunacy's invalidated his lap. Alex going for another lap on fresh softs, I'd imagine.
He's got the
So
fastest middle sector. He's up by nearly 2/10 there as well. So he'll be looking to try and push this into the 30s if he can.
yeah, absolutely. Banana Cake says Breno for third, Racer for sixth. Sorry, Breno for eighth. So he said ARD. Oh my god.
So Alex's lap definitely looks like he's pushing a bit more now. I can feel a lot higher revs and stuff, to be honest. And
Yep.
so, bit of a
Coming
lock up
around
in the last corner.
Runs a little bit wide.
Still
So
looks
he's
like it's
done-
going to be an improvement.
Does 2/10 quicker, nearly into the 30s, but not quite.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace for it. Obviously, I just
And
switch off
he's
there, so I don't see anything.
Immediately cuts that corner, which is very
Expert
much frowned
finally
upon.
out on track now. What has he got in his pocket? We don't know because he hasn't settled up yet. He's only going to get the one.
He's only going to get
Well,
the
he
one
can
on the
get 2
medium.
laps in, but he'll only get. Yeah,
He won't be able to dive into the pits, is what you mean again.
that's it. That's exactly it.
And he's out there on mediums?
Yep.
Not sure. Hang on. Fitted.
Yes,
there we
he
go. I'll
is.
go fitted. There we go. That's better. I had it set to best, which was a bit confusing. So, top three.
Debut Carbon here as well,
Actually,
coming through the
is
last
Beacon-
corner now, and I think he might nearly go top here. Gonna be close.
Waiting
Where'd
for
he go? He went 5th
Expert.
on the mediums.
Where's ACW at? He-
Race went 2nd. I'd missed that.
Yeah, on mediums as well. Alright, so Expert, here he comes. We follow his lap in the Mercedes. This is going to be probably his only qualifying lap, so it needs to be pretty clutch here into turn 1.
Very nice line through there.
Not too bad at all. I like it free slipstream here down the straight. No, optional to use it. Racer was going a bit slow maybe. Up to the Mistral chicane now. We've got a lot of traffic ahead to negotiate with these drivers on outlaps, I'd imagine. Although, I think the car ahead, they're getting out of the way very, very well. Well done, Debut Carbon and Big Dong as well. That's a purple second sector for Expert. I'm not quite sure if that's the glitch. It's pretty common in this game, but it is just a
He's
straight.
so much tighter through there than what
Yeah, that
Alex
was
so
really, really nice through there. And this corner as well, he's nailed both of those. Just
might be on for the top here, I reckon. It's going to be very close, but obviously we saw Alex miss that.
Oh, little snap of, I don't know what that was. Oversteer, understeer?
Yeah, he's
I think it was
lost the
that
front
oversteer a
there.
little bit. Up to the line, goes fourth. So that's, and immediately
Yeah.
put back down by sorry, Breno,
And ACW
second. So
So he doesn't get pole there, ACW. So that's the drivers will be happy with that.
only misses out by a tenth. But who we got left?
Half a second between 5 cars on that compound though, or close to half a second. It's not too bad. Usually we see like a pretty chunky gap there, but
Racer's going for another lap, so he's going again. Oh, is he?
I think
Yeah,
so.
he is. Yeah, there's still a minute left, so he can go again. some of these drivers can go again as well if they got the fuel to do it. But
Racer 1/10
race-
down.
So will he abort that after being down, or will he push on?
True, he's going to be starting on these tyres as well, so...
Yeah,
Installator's done 5 laps on his,
Oof.
but that...
Oh, he cut. Oh my goodness, he cut the corner. It didn't invalidate somehow. And then he ran wide on the exit of the chicane. Not the quickest way through there.
He's right on it here with his own time, so...
Can he
Might see
find
an
time in this last sector?
Not a bad line through there.
Gotta love those desync downshifts.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh,
He
nice
might
and tight through
derate
there.
coming out of here, out of the last corner though.
He doesn't have anything left here. He's done. There he's got nothing to push with.
He
Up the
still might
line.
nearly go top here.
He only improved by
just
3
improved.
100s. Wow. So he's taken life out of his tyres and not for any
Breno's
benefit at
starting
all.
another lap here as well.
We'll ride with Breno. Is ACW? ACW's finished. Expert
Breno's
might go
up.
again? No. Breno's up? He's up 2/10.
That's on his own time, but that'll move him up at least 1 position nearly, just with that first sector. So
Yeah, he needs to find more time.
not opting for overtake though down the back straight there. So
Interesting, yeah. He doesn't have an awful lot of ARS to play with, but should be enough for this hot lap.
He's up by a good chunk now. And Dan the Racer's gone third as well.
Wow, on softs. Very nice. Tango.
Tango, fourth on the mediums.
Wow, excellent lap from him.
And Alex improves again, 30.7, just to consolidate that lap time.
Well, so Alex likes a bit of France by the look of it.
I think this is going to be a good race between everyone. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
not straightforward. Obviously,
different strategies.
Yeah. Now that ACW has wrapped up that title, I know he's trying a few different things. This has been a good lap from Breno here. It's going to be close.
Third.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost beat ACW there with that one as well. So,
But he's done 3 laps on those tyres.
and what that's done is look at where Experts ended up after only just doing 1 lap. He's down in
Yeah.
8th spot.
Yeah. He should have done.
and-
He should have done some banker laps on the hards because you could tell on his lap there he wasn't warmed up at all. Like he was missing apexes and losing time here and there. So not a surprise to see Expert down the field after gambling on that kind of one-shot quality on the mediums. But Alex, 96 NZ pole sitter. I believe that's his first pole position of the season on the soft tyre. It must be noted. ACW on the front row, which is a familiar sight on the mediums. His teammate Breno in P3 behind. Dan on the softs as well gets himself on the second row, and then we've got a whole bunch of medium runners starting with Tango Racer, Big Donger, Expert, BK, Insulator, Lunacy, and Debut Carbon is the top 12. Carmos, James Cruz, Toto, and the Smeg round out the grid for the French Grand Prix. Just managed to sneak all that in there, which sometimes I'm not very good at. Ooh, a little bit overcast for the race. Wonder if there's going to be rain.
I've seen a lot of rain sometimes at the end of races here. So
Yeah, it's,
not quite enough to switch you to wet tyres either. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to go with, for my prediction, I am going to go... I'm going to go Breno first. I think Breno's going to win this one.
Yeah, Bruno.
I think ACW gets second, and I'm going to go Racer third. I think Alex will be fighting with Racer for third. But
Nice.
look,
Okay.
obviously everything's to play for here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I don't think anyone is going to trouble ACW here. I think he'll...
That's the start of the race as well.
Oh,
There's
shit,
no
it is
formation
too.
lap, remember?
No formation lap. Oh. Okay, so they all knew. Sorry, we are underway for the French Grand Prix.
Racer
Alex.
definitely didn't know. And Dan the Racer. Oh, and that's Big Donger, I think, around.
Oh, and there's Tango. Oh my god.
I think we might. I was going to say I think we might see a restart here, to be honest, but
I totally forgot there was no formation lap.
so BK there. I know he's on the soft tyres. I'm pretty certain. No, he did get his lap in on the mediums, so he's up to 4th. So he'd be happy with that. Expert down in 14th. What's going to happen to him? And that was James around in the background. So at the end of the straight there, we've got a few. Obviously, big movers and stuff everywhere. The top 3 stayed the same.
Top 3
BK's
the
up
same.
to 4th.
BK's up 5 places, yeah. So is Lunacy and Camos up 5 and 6 as well. Dan's
And
the
then
big loser.
Toto and Smeg as well.
James Cruz has retired from the Grand Prix.
Just don't look at the map. If you've got the map up.
Yep. Will that be a safety car on lap 1? We still have that yellow flag.
So Alex is holding this
Smeg's
one.
up 5 positions. Big loser is Tango, who we did see spinning with a broken wing as well. So he's quite excellent qualifying, has been undone. He keeps on going. Alex with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That yellow flag has
all over him
gone
as well.
now.
But yeah, Dan the race is also in a bad position here. He's lost 3 spots and he's on the soft tyres, remember, as well. So where he should have been doing the damage early on, unfortunately he hasn't. But I think a little bit of this is down to obviously the uncertainty and not knowing about that no formation lap. So
I think I did see a message in the chat saying there was no formation lap.
Ooh,
So
we might see a move here.
Let's go on
Trying to
board
cover it.
ACW. Oh, a little bit of contact. So I won't get a great camera angle there. Is it going to switch on us? Oh, ACW's around! It's facing the wrong way. There was contact between him and Alex, and
I think there was enough room there, to be honest, though.
Yeah,
but,
it looks like there was. Always difficult.
We saw contact on that straight as well, so it looked like it was, yeah. So that's unfortunate for ACW, but all that does is make him have to race a little bit harder.
Yeah, he hasn't lost a hell of a lot of time.
He didn't lose much at all, eh?
No, both the Ferraris drifting in sync in the background there. Oh my goodness. They touched and then they were just sideways. It looked like they were synchronized drifting through that long right-hander. That was amazing. Both guys still going, so wow, that was actually pretty cool.
BK up onto the podium now as well, in 3rd spot. So, and he looks like he's got pace. He's just set the fastest lap.
Expert down 4 positions here. Not a great start from him either. Smeg, something's happened to Smeg, because he actually got a good start, and now he's dropping positions.
He was up into 11th at one point.
Yeah.
So I knew Racer's already got his first penalty there as well. But these 3 at the front looking pretty good so far. Obviously Alex is on those other tyres, so
yep.
He might struggle a little bit. Camos picks up a penalty there as well.
Tangro's in the pits getting that front wing fixed, and what tyre did he? He's gone straight for the hards. Now you can go basically to the end on the hard tyres from here. They will last. They will get pretty worn, but it's definitely doable. Alex still leads the Grand Prix from Breno, so your prediction actually not looking too shabby at this point in time. Breno being
Who did I say 3rd? I think I said Racer was 3rd and Alex was going to be battling him. So obviously ACW, he's definitely got enough pace to come back into this one. Alex a little bit wide, and Breno snuck up the inside there.
I'm trying to get a good camera angle.
Racer is very wide in the background.
Very, very wide.
And contact again.
More contact. I don't think...
that was a bit desperate there from Alex, I think, to try and get back in front.
Well, it looked like he was still alongside. It didn't look like he was left a hell of a lot of room, if I'm honest.
Racer's just dived BK as well.
He has, and he's got it done. And BK's cut the corner a little bit, but no penalty came up there.
Got a warning at all, yeah.
But that's actually turned out to be a clean move by a racer. ACW the fastest lap.
And Breno's now got a bit of clean air here. Still they're within DRS, only just though, and they might actually drop out here. I think Alex is going to drop out. He has. So all good news for Breno at the moment.
good little battle pack we have here. It's going to be a DRS train for a little while.
Yeah, we've got a few drivers back there that obviously...
This racers looking to make a move on
Racers
Alex
making a move.
into the Mistral chicane. Cuts across on him on entry a little bit.
And good save there from Alex as well. He was almost gone.
He got a bit of a bump there from Racer.
Lunacy's looking pretty racy in the background as well. He's all over ACW now.
Yeah. ACW, no doubt, probably being held up a little bit by this train ahead of him. But, you can see
worry him too much.
You can see the gap Racers put on Alex already is nearly second.
Yep.
Those
and that's the thing, Breno being in front of ACW, he's got pit preference in all situations here, especially under a safety car. So
yep.
And into the pits goes Alex, obviously with those softs. Need to get out of the way there.
Into the pits.
But if ACW can sneak through in a second, I'll take my prediction. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we do have yellow flag. Sector 3, it is a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari, that's
Camels. Going now. Tango needs a safety car to salvage his race. But he can go the end.
3-second penalty there. And they're getting really close here. BK's lost DRS, so I think you might see ACW make a move here. Maybe even Lunacy follow him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Depends with this drive on the back straight here.
Lunacy might even get him. I reckon ACW's definitely going to get him.
ACW's got a good run. Yeah, he's definitely got him. What kind of...
What about Lunacy? No. Ooh.
Yeah, I was going to say ACW's is through the roof nearly. BK trying to fight back though.
Watch from Lunacy's POV.
Around the outside. Oh, bit of contact.
ACW cut that
a little bit. He held that really tight, but
he had the inside,
he's trying to give BK as much room as well.
Yeah.
So there's so many lines into that corner, you just never know. You can't ever play it too safe, I guess.
Wow. Lunacy's line through that corner was really good, and he caught up so much. He's right on the back of BK now.
This is working, like playing into the hands of Breno and Racer here as well. Obviously, ACW is past now, but yeah, it's giving them a little bit of a buffer. Enough to, if BK and Lunacy can stick with ACW and stay in that DRS, then...
W Carbon gets past Dan, and Big Dong gets past
his penalty as well.
Oh, his flag. Come off is out. What's happening? In pits? Okay.
He's retired, yeah.
Oh, from Grand Prix. So...
Now, this will be interesting to see here. Obviously...
Can BK come back at ACW?
Well, ACW is running 0 errors there onto the back straight. Now he's going to use overtake to defend. I don't think BK is going to get him, but they just kind of need to stay close. As long as they can stick in his DRS with him.
He's got 0%.
Who, BK?
Yeah, he reached 0 down the straight there.
He might struggle here against Lunacy up the hill. Lunacy's got a fair bit of errors, and he's not using much of it. BK about to go into 0 again. But he'll be saving here, surely. It's a tough position that he's in there because he's not at a point where he can really save too much. If ACW gets away from him, it's going to cost him a position to Lunacy. He needs that DRS down the straight.
Yeah.
And the gaps at the front, though, staying pretty similar. Actually, they might have swapped. I think it was 1.3 and then 1.8. How many laps? We've done 6 laps here. The mediums should be able to get at least 13, 14, somewhere around 14 or 15. It depends, though. Depends what strategy they're going to opt for here, because if you go into the hards, you don't want to give yourself a huge amount of laps on the hards. But you want to beat the drop-off point for these medium tyres.
Yeah.
So Lunacy might make a move here, I reckon. He's got a good run through that corner, so let's have a look here.
Yeah, BK's out of the DRS now of APW, who was rapidly catching Racer. You'll nearly, I think, he'll be in the his DRS range next lap. Lunacy's going to run out of room.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make the dive there, but if he can get a good run through this corner as well, which he has done, will he try and swoop to the inside here?
Oh, he backed
He
out of
opts
it.
not to. Now ACW trying to close that gap in just enough. It's come down to 1.2. It was 1.1 a little bit ago, but there we go, back into it. He's going to want to get DRS as quick as possible there. Sensor moves. Dan the Racer's just dropped back behind Expert and Big Donga there.
Yep.
So W Carbon, Expert and Big Donga all coming up together, I believe.
Oh, Race is in the pits. Race is pitting.
That's an early
very
one.
early for medium tyres.
Don't think he had any damage or anything either. No wing change. Just
no wing change, no. It's just
not
gone
a
for
two-stop
the,
either, so it's just hards and early. Dan the Racer's followed him, but that was from the softs, Dan the Racer, so...
Yeah, he's done well to go 6 laps on that, or 7 laps.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, bit of a weird one there for Racer, but I suppose it gives him some clean air, and to be honest, that actually hurts ACW the most out of those at the front, because he's not going to get that DRS that he was going to get on.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Can ACW catch his teammate? And we've got Lunacy going for a move down the straight. He's going to clear BK very easily into the chicane. Takes that P3. So could Lunacy get a podium here? That would be something.
BK on the fight back. I think he might. Nah, he's not going to. Not close enough. But yeah, I think we saw Lunacy. To be honest, I think he did pick one up, but it got taken off him in Bahrain.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if BK got his position reinstated or not. But I know there was a lot of talk about that's wide for Lunacy there. Gaps come down 4/10 at the front as well. BK just went wide and might have gone in the pits. ACW's in the pits.
BK's gone in the pits too. These guys are all coming in early.
Maybe there is a bit of rain or something. Maybe they just think that... surely we've gone to the hard.
It doesn't make sense if there's rain coming, because they wouldn't be pitting if there's rain coming. They'd be trying to extend it. But ACW is in as well. They're all just going for the undercut, and BK's actually going for a new front wing.
Yeah, he might have picked up a bit of damage at the start of the race there. So Racer here down the straight, he's going to come out in front of ACW still, and ACW might get jumped by Alex.
He is. Alex is ahead. So Alex is on 2-stop though, unless he's going to take those mediums to the end.
Those medium tyres shouldn't be too bad, yeah. And obviously, yeah, I was seeing as, seeing if there's any safety car or anything, it'll work into his hands here.
Yeah, Alex doesn't have DRS though, so ACW should be able to get past here on the straight. You'd imagine he's up in overtake.
Yeah, Alex doesn't have too much DRS to play with as well. Oh, these two made contact earlier as well. So
they did. Yeah, no, that's a clean move.
Yeah, he gets it done. It's a little bit of moving on the straight, a little bit of late defending, but look, I mean, they can save the words for each other if there's anything there. But what do we got towards? So all the cars have made a stop. So all the cars from 9th back have made a stop. Sorry.
Bruno's in.
Bruno is in. Now this is tough because if a few of them stay out here, which I think no one else is on the hards apart from the ones that are pitted. So if Toto doesn't pit, which a lot of people aren't pitting, a lot of people are extending this. So this is going to be interesting. This front pack here is going to come out right.
Where does Bruno come out?
He's going
to get just ahead of Racer. Or Toto, sorry.
So there's a car in between them there. Looks like I was going to say it looked like it probably helped him out, to be fair, but it's really not going to with that car in between. That's going to give... Oh, actually, Toto's just run wide there, and he might have balked Racer a bit.
Oh,
And
he has. Racer, well, Racer wasn't very patient there. He tried to look down the inside. There wasn't really on. And
he's gonna,
ACW is going to go around the
ACW.
outside of him. And Racer's run really wide. Oh, I think maybe because they're side by
This is
side.
going to help Alex out here, though.
He's going to go past his Alex. He's got DRS, so Racer just lost 3 positions because of that mistake. Sorry, 2 positions.
Yeah.
Down the straight.
Now, if my prediction is on now.
Yeah, so
realistically, but
Breno pitting later, the overcut has worked because ACW's lost time to him. Only a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of, I was going to say it's only a tenth or so, but the major thing there was obviously, and Race has gone for a move up the inside at Alex. Jesus, he's got it done pretty nicely there, but installate it in. So a lot of drivers are trying to stretch this medium stint out a little bit more, which is fair enough. Are we going to see some of them try and extend the medium and run a soft to the end?
Oh, his pit crew weren't ready on my screen, but no, he's gone already. That was a bit of a Huss glitch. So Lunacy leads the Grand Prix by 7 seconds expert.
That's another car to watch there because we knew he was right in with this group as well. So with these guys all scrapping a little bit here, can we see him jump onto the actual podium? Provisionally, anyway.
Deputy Carbon right behind Expert as well, getting towed along.
I think Expert just got past him not too long ago because he was in between Carbon and Donga. And we're looking for a move here. Race has gone on Toto this time, getting it done.
Yep, get it done. Alex will want to get past him quickly.
Alex is going to go straight away too. He might not,
inside.
he's gone for it, but
he's got it.
Lunacy in.
Oh, he got a speeding penalty.
Oh, no,
5
and
seconds.
Expert's gone wide there and he's come into the pits. Is he going to get it stopped?
Oh, he just got it stopped, yeah. Lunacy be kicking himself and he's running in such a good position. He's just giving up 5 seconds. So easy to do at France.
Yeah, definitely. And really working out for Breno here because he's got another lap behind Smeg, which is going to give him DRS. So he might. So Lunacy is going to come out still a good chunk behind that group anyway, but obviously less laps to do on those hards. But yeah, he's cost himself. Although to be fair, I just remembered Racer does have. He's got 6 seconds. Lunacy's just picked up another one as well. I think they've both got 6 seconds of penalties. So Alex not out of the podium here, even though he's going to have to stop again. I'm not going to be able to pick this other podium position. There's too many penalties going around here. But it is...
Breno looking to make a move on Smeg into the chicane. He's left it very late to do so, but I think, he gets that done. Smeg didn't want to put up too much of a fight, let's say. Having... not pitted yet. Oh, Snake might have a look back at him. No, a little bit. Racer's right on the back of ACW. Very interesting.
Yeah, so he's got some good pace there, obviously, Racer. If he's been able to pull that back in, it wasn't much, but obviously he did have a spin there. He's
definitely
really
going to have DRS.
pushing it.
He is.
ACW might pick up DRS for the. He'll pick up DRS for the back straight.
Fast
from Racer.
Wow.
Only problem is for him, he's got those penalties, so.
Yep.
Alright, so Donga, the last one out the front that's got a pit, and then Smeg in third as well.
Carbon, Toto in the pits.
So Expert.
ACW is gonna have DRS on Smeg, who hasn't pitted yet. Either's Big Donga.
Experts dropped in behind BK there. Obviously, BK did have to make a wing change earlier, so be interesting to see how far up those two can climb. We saw that BK had a bit of pace earlier as well, so
check on their chat quickly. See how we're going. If you are watching the stream, thanks for joining us and staying with us. Let's see. Gaming Knowledge joined. No formation lap yet. No, unfortunately, no formation lap. The drivers were warned in. Oh, it was race to get very close to the back of ACW. But yeah, drivers were sent a message pretty much straight away after the lobby started that there wouldn't be a formation lap. So hopefully they were all aware. I think maybe one or two were called out, but I think the rest of the grid were okay. We were probably the ones that were called out, having not been on the grid ourselves. But
my thing was still loading in. I saw all the lights come on. I was like, well. Racer, another penalty there. He's really hurting himself here. Because we can see he's got pace, but those penalties just adding up now. Now, this is going to be interesting. Smeg's gone wide here. It's going to allow ACW to get through, and I think Racer's going to follow.
Yeah, let's try the ball with Racer.
Racer? Well, I was going to say Racer might be close enough to have a go at ACW, but
easily.
Did he go? No.
Smeg loses 2 positions. Racer cuts another corner. He'll be picking up a lot of warnings.
There you go. My prediction's right now. Just how I like it.
Yeah, wow. Really, really good prediction so far, but it must be said that ACW
and Alex
and
is
Racer
fourth as well, technically.
Yeah. Yeah, but on that alternate strategy, of course, doing the two-stop as far as we know. Is the Smeg going to pit this lap, or is he going to try and make these medium last and go to the softs?
I think he may as well at this point just try and make them last and go to the softs. If he feels it's comfortable enough.
Left. He has. He's kept going. So that's what he's doing. He's gone for the alternate strategy, but
so we saw Dan get to, what was it, the end of lap 7 on the softs, but obviously at that point he knew he wasn't stretching it onto a set of mediums. He was just going onto the hards. So what can Smeg do? And obviously that's going to have him fighting Alex, because they'll both be jumping onto softs at some point here.
Yep. Racer another
again.
penalty. Yeah. He's in third at the moment, but he's not going to keep it with all those penalties.
Lunacy's the one. Lunacy's got a lot of pace. He's pulled that gap in on this group. So I'm just trying to watch him there. Obviously, we know he's got that 5-second penalty as well. But 7 seconds less than what Racer has at this point, actually.
Expert and BK, side by side on the straight. Who's going to come out in front, going into the chicane? Expert takes P7 from BK. That's the battle for P2 in the championship. BK coming back, though, and has the inside for the fast right-hander coming up. This is very interesting. Can we get a better camera angle? Oh, they give each other room. Great racing between the two of them. Expert sends it around the side. He's run wide, but BK's going to have the inside line there and takes the position back. So, but Expert's gone for the dive, and he gets it. He gets it.
To be honest,
great move.
BK pulled out of his thing because he thought he was going to make contact there, and
that's a fantastic pass.
He's played it into his head there. So now, as much as this is for P2 in the championship, I got a feeling this battle right here might be for P3 in the race.
Yeah.
Overall, because Racer's got a lot of penalties, Lunacy's got a lot of penalties, Alex has just picked up a penalty, he's going to have to pit, and Smeg is also going to have to pit.
Yeah.
Okay, the car's just disappeared there. That was weird. Debbie Carbon's right with him as well. He's not far off. I think he was one of the last ones to come into the pits as well, Debbie Carbon, from memory. How many laps has he done? Yeah, he's only done 3 laps on them, so be interesting to see here. Alex is still on the back of Smeg, but
Look at the gap
ACW's pulled out.
ACW's in
Yeah, he's
DRS
pulling in
range
on
of
Breno.
his teammate. So Breno looks like he's in trouble. Does have the freshest hards of the two. That's only a lap, but yeah, and difference between them would be pretty negligible, really. A couple of percent at the most.
He's just dropped back out of DRS there as well.
And Racer's still hanging on. So we do have a three-way battle for the lead of the Grand Prix.
On
But
track
Racer,
anyway, yeah.
all those penalties, of course. Do you want to check how many he has?
Yeah, I'll have a quick look. I'll go through. Breno at the front, 2 warnings. ACW, no warnings.
Impressive.
Oh god.
ACW missed DRS on the pit straight. Racer still has it.
Racer has 5 penalties.
5 penalties, so that's 15 seconds.
Lunacy's made a move on Smeg there as well. Is Smeg in the pits? Smeg
Megan
is
Alex
in the
both in
pits.
pits, and he's gone soft tyres for the last 10 laps.
But they both should be doing it. Hasn't come up on my screen
Alex
yet,
has
'cause
gone
I'm
another
still
set
here.
of mediums.
Expert, no penalties, 2 warnings. BK has 1 penalty. And W Carbon has 2 warnings, I believe.
BK with a penalty, 3 seconds.
Another one. Yeah, it's a
Another
shame
one.
for him. So, Expert here, this could be big for him. He's just got to keep his pace here because he's got, as long as he doesn't pick up another warning, he's got a good chance at jumping a few in front of him. I didn't actually see how many Lunacy had. I know he has a 5-second and he picked up a 3 just as he came out of the pits. So he's got 3-second penalty, corner cutting earlier. Then he got a 5-second time penalty for the pit and another penalty for 3 warnings. So that's 11 seconds of penalties for him. We know Racer's got at least 15. So Lunacy 6.2 behind Racer. Not enough to get the move done with penalties there. And Expert would actually be 3rd on track here. Well, 3rd overall.
ACW does have DRS now. On the pit straight. It's very low on ERS. Looks like he's been pushing to try and make up that gap to get the DRS. And once he kind of got it, you can
Racer
use
wide again.
You can use
Yeah,
that.
I was
Expert
just
with
about
the
to say
fastest
that.
lap.
I was
Wow.
just about to say that. I was looking at the gaps. And they're pulling Lunacy in by a bit, but Lunacy's also pulling these guys in at the front. So, interesting to see here.
Expert's
Smeg's
the
already
fastest
gone up
driver on
into
track.
10th now as well.
So Smeg might put it in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix this lap.
That's true. That's
having
it,
just
exactly.
pitted. Although he's got Dan right in front of him. Oh, he should be able to
So-
clear him on the straight actually. Because
Let's have a
he's
look here.
so close to him. Yeah, he's going to be able to get past. But he might not
So-
be able to set the fastest lap. Yeah, sorry.
Smeg,
Continue.
Smeg is 12 seconds off Expert. Doesn't have a penalty. We've got, what, 9 laps to go, 9.5 or so for them. Do we think that he can pull this in? He just made a move on Dan the Racer as well there.
Yeah, we're
So he's
watching
got a
that.
bit of fresh air in front of him now. Before he gets up to Donga. It's about 2.5 seconds. And he looks like... Oh, Alex went on to the mediums as well. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So, one, is Smeg's tyres going to be able to make it to the end of the race? 2, is he going to be able to do enough to get into that top... I'd say he'd probably be able to get into this top 5, as long as he keeps his penalties clean and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Expert, again, looking very fast here. He's pulling that gap in.
Yeah, to Lunacy very quickly. And Lunacy has the 5 seconds as well. So effectively, Expert's already P4.
He's P3 as well.
Well,
because of
P3
Racer.
Racer's got penalties, of course.
We know BK's got 6 seconds as well. Breno's just picked up his 3 second as well. Wow.
Okay, and ACW's all
And,
over the back
yeah,
of him. Smeg does
there you go.
close the fastest lap with a 34.4. And ACW might try and go for the overtake here. Let's see if he puts it up in overtake. No, he's running 0. Oh,
Racer,
he does.
though.
He does. He does jump up. Oh, that's to
Racer's going to
defend.
make a move here.
That's to defend.
That's what I was going to
Here we
say.
go.
He's-
Oh, he backed out of it. Sorry, we got a bad camera angle. I had to switch back. And ACW locks up and Racer goes through. They're going to be side by side now, going up to ACW. Actually lets him go. Doesn't want to fight it, knowing how many penalties probably Racer has.
I'm sure he doesn't know that Breno's picked up a penalty there, so
Yeah, probably not.
that's interesting as well. Yeah, well, this is going to help Breno for his sake. He's going to want to be able to pull away now a little bit here, but don't know. I guess we'll see in a second. So the gap between Expert and Smeg is 11 and a bit seconds. Still not coming down as fast as one would have hoped, but definitely pulling these leaders in. Alex on the mediums up in the 10th spot now as well.
Well, racer, really good pace, but yeah, just unable to keep the penalties down. The corner cut, little tracky stands. It is brutal. That is a brutal circuit for that. France, very easy to run wide, pick up a warning. You don't even really gain too much time from doing it, but yeah, you just got to be careful.
Yeah. Expert's under 4 seconds to Lunacy now. So Lunacy looks like he's been struggling a little bit more recently. His tyres are... Yeah, ACW. Is he going to look for it?
No, he's not.
No.
Damn, it's a 3-second penalty. But yeah, Expert probably, apart from Smeg being on soft, let's say he's the fastest runner on the hards at the moment. Still got plenty of battery to play with as well, 67%.
Yeah, something's happening with Lunacy though. He's struggling a lot. I'm watching the gap between him and ACW, and it's now out to 9.4 seconds. It was 6 seconds a few laps ago. So, and with those penalties as well, might see him drop behind BK and Debut Carbon.
Line's a bit wide there. But yeah, Expert catching very quickly. BK dropped off the back of Expert out of DRS. That's going to hurt his race. You really probably need to stick with him. Although he'll probably jump Racer and probably Lunacy as well. Yeah, he will jump Lunacy.
Expert's got a lot of hers to play with there.
BK's out! Oh no, he's disconnected. Oh man.
That'll be interesting to see if this car comes in and hits in the race.
We can't invite him back, unfortunately. Hopefully he's got a spare invite or he can join back. Let's hope he can get back in session because he was on for a top 5.
Watching Dongan here because I just want to see if Dongan goes invisible because see if he sends out an invite to BK. And there's a move. Races into the lead now.
Oh, we did miss that. Sorry.
Oh, and ACW is going to sneak through on both here. Oh, nearly contact between the teammates.
Yeah. Oh, BK's back in. Great.
And he cleared him.
He does. Breno goes for the near side though.
Oh, he's going to make a move on both. Oh. Hold that tight, Breno.
He's got it. Oh.
Oh, a bit of contact there, but okay.
And again, ACW sticking his nose in down there. Have to be very careful when drivers do that. What a battle for the lead of the Grand Prix we've got. On track at least. We must stress, as race has at least 15 seconds of penalties. Breno has 3, ACW is clean.
Well, that's it. Another thing for Racer is, with 15, if Expert does pick up a 3-second penalty, it's still not enough, but it's close. So him getting to the front of this pack, if he's got pace and he can pull away...
Yeah, these guys battling is not going to be fast, so Expert will be catching them.
Yeah, and Expert's going to have to make a move on Lunacy, though. That's the thing. Once he gets up to him, it'll be interesting to see there. Obviously, both came in on the same lap.
Oh, there's the penalty. There it is.
Yep.
3 seconds.
But now he's got warnings to play with as well, so... Just for now, anyway. Big Dongo defending from Smeg. Smeg might have gone... Something's happened to Smeg there. Actually, Alex has come into the battle here. He's jumped Smeg. So those medium tyres, not a bad strategy there. If he's got enough pace to get through here and slowly close in on a few drivers in front, Breno back into the lead. Through the fast right-hander.
Wow, sorry, we keep missing these overtakes at the front, and Alex got around Big Dong on the straight as well. These three continue the battle for the lead of the Grand Prix. Fantastic action here. Experts right on the back of Lunacy as well. They should be able to get that move done very quickly. It's caught him so fast. He's been using a little bit of his battery,
but
the
first corner if he gets close.
He's gonna have DRS. That's just right on board. Oh, and Racer and ACW Racer got past there. Oh, bit of contact.
ACW was flying for me. Oh, and ACW's lost a little bit there. Now this is the break that Breno needed.
Breno, off he goes, and these two will battle.
That's 1.7 seconds now, and with these two battling, obviously no DRS to help defend for Racer here, but a gap which seems like it could be enough. I just want to try and, if I can, have a look at ACW's wing. I don't think he's got any damage, but no, he doesn't.
He's going to go for the move here into the chicane. No, just a little bit too far back, but he might have another look down into the next.
It's just surprising how much speed he was getting there. He's running 0 errs. Now he's moving. Racer's trying.
Oh, he backed out of it. Didn't trust Racer enough to go down the inside there.
That might be my internet that's... This is really helping Breno.
Yeah, Breno's already 2.3 seconds up the road.
He needs that 3-second gap. I'll just check if ACW has any warnings now. He has 2 warnings, so there you go as well. I think I'll double check if it's contact or not, because contact obviously doesn't affect them too much. ACW exceed track limits.
And ACW goes down the inside into turn 1, past Racer. Pretty nice move there. Racer can't do too much about it.
Only issue is, so how much is... Racer hasn't got too much ERS to play with here. But if he can stay close enough...
Yeah.
So ACW is 1 warning away from a penalty. And that'll ruin it for him. But that gap is right on the limit for ACW here. Obviously, he's going to have to defend a little bit. Not too much, though, it doesn't seem.
He's already defending. He's gone into the inside and he's come back on the racing line. He can't move again after that. Luckily, there was no move from
good line there from Racer. He's pulled it right up.
Happy to overtake.
So, Expert was up into 4th spot as well there. He's 9.4 seconds behind Racer now.
So this battle rages on. We did miss Expert getting past Lunacy. We had to cross back to these guys, but
he'll be kicking himself though with that start, Expert, because
absolutely,
he's definitely been able to show that he's got really good pace and be able to fight with these guys for the win.
He's still going to get himself on the podium.
Yeah, and you never know here. Races, he's run a little bit wide there. He needs to just keep himself in this DRS though.
Yeah.
It's going to be another penalty.
Might just go back to Big Dong and Alex and Smeg. Little 3-way battle here for P8, 9, and 10. So Smeg's done 8.
3 different sets of tyres as well.
Yeah. Different ages. I reckon that's probably Alex's position to lose. He's on the faster tyre.
He's out of the DRS as well now.
I think he's clear.
And Smeg's picked up a penalty there. ACW, that's not a good line there. This is going to be close, although Racer's still only trying to save his battery. Is he forcing ACW to use a bit? He is. ACW's moved his up to overtake there.
I'm back, sorry.
What are we looking like? They're all fairly low ERS, but what Racer's allowed himself to do there is not lose much time, but make ACW use a lot of his battery, even though we know he's really good at it.
Race is all over the place though.
A little bit slow there, yeah. So the situation at home, folks, if you've been listening, you might know, but Bruno has a 3-second penalty and a 2.5-second gap back to his teammate ACW, who is one warning away from a penalty himself. So we've got 2 laps to go, including this one. And if ACW keeps that gap under 3 seconds and doesn't pick up that warning, he will win the Grand Prix.
He's got a lot of pressure from behind here, and not only he's got to defend the position, but he's also got to not push it too hard that he picks up that penalty. Racer, I was going to say the closest he's been onto this back straight for a little while now, but he just can't get a good drive onto it.
I think it's going to be pretty close.
Though. He's going to go for a dive here.
Nah, oh, just not close enough.
Now this, obviously ACW slightly having to defend. It's up to 2.8 nearly now, 2.7.
Yeah, Bruno really pushing. Oh, Bruno's got no battery left, so it's not good news for him.
Yeah, that's a bad spot for it as well.
ACW
He's just lost
doesn't
over
have
2/10.
much either, so it's actually...
And none of them do.
Yeah, right. So I think Eraser might get back ahead on the last lap, if you can stick with him.
He doesn't have too much to play with here, Eraser, either, but his issue is he just can't get a good drive onto like the key overtaking spots, obviously, with that DRS.
Mm-hmm.
So he's slightly struggling. Obviously, I think ACW is managing this one pretty well. Obviously, he's got to defend, but now he's got a big enough gap here that I don't think Racer's going to worry him too much down that back straight unless he can...
Yeah.
Obviously, we have seen him using a lot of the track limits. That's probably the nicest I've seen Racer go through there for a little while now, but...
Yeah. So we are on the last lap of the Grand Prix, and the gap at the front is 2.3 seconds. Bruno needs to find 7/10 on ACW, or ACW needs to keep it clean to win the Grand Prix. One tracky stand and he will lose. He will come second. Racer too far back along the straight to get any kind of move done. Expert will come home P3 with Racer's penalties.
And Debbie Carbon, I think he might even maybe get P4.
Yeah,
he has no penalties.
Lunacy's got that 5-second penalty. It's 5.6 at the moment.
Lunacy's got 11 seconds worth of penalties.
Oh, does he? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but Carbon is, what is it? 21.3 to... So he's under 18 seconds behind Racer, and I believe 18 seconds is what Racer has penalty-wise. Oh, that's really wide from ACW. Oh, okay, that's just my screen.
Yeah, Breno rounds the final corner now. He's going to come up to the line. I wouldn't weave, mate, because... Oh, no, it's okay. Breno, ACW is not going to...
It's close, though.
Too tense in it. Maybe if Breno didn't weave, he would have got it. He must not have known. Expert jumps Racer for all that penalty, as we knew would happen. Racer does finish P4. Carbon 5th.
Oh, he's missed it by 0.4.
10th off 4th place. BK 7th. Big Dong at 8th. Alex from pole position. Ultimate strategy not quite working out. Comes home P9. Smeg P10. That alternate strategy. Medium to soft.
But considering you started from last, I believe, Smeg as well. That's it's gone down alright for him. Obviously, you can look at between his strategy and what Alex did. He only finished less than 4 seconds behind him. And they started opposite ends of the grid, so...
That was a close race. At least we did have battling at the front, and it did come down to the wire. 2 cents in it in the end. ACW claims yet another victory. Congratulations to him. That's a Toro Rosso 1-2. Breno comes home P2 after leading most of the Grand Prix late on, finishing...
On track, I got my prediction, but...
Yeah, and Racer put the pressure on those boys, but too many penalties cost him the podium tonight. Expert with a pretty decent recovery drive, it must be said, to get
Yeah, he was second
on the
last
podium.
at one point.
Yeah, I think it was his qualifying that really hurt him.
Definitely. I think he qualified in 8th. Remember, yeah, he qualified 8th. But obviously something happened early on. He dropped right towards the back. But we did see a few recovery drives there. ACW obviously having an early spin.
Yeah.
After contact with, I think it was Alex, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So there's your finishing order. We went through the top 10 already. Insulated was P11, Dan 12th, Tango P13, Toto 14th, James Cruz and Kamos DNF'd. And that has been the French Grand Prix. Thank you for joining me once again, Curving, and good luck in your race. Which
Thanking you too.
is 20 minutes. So stick around for that one if you're not racing yourself. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back again next week with round 17, getting towards the business end of the season. Of course, this one already wrapped up, but plenty of other places to fight for in this championship. But we'll see you next week.